fascinating contribution, and I'm going to throw it open straight away rather than hogging the limelight. Yes.
You mentioned briefly the fact that in your view the concept of capabilities didn't go into the dirty end in terms of engaging with the notion of work.
Yeah.
And that you could explain that later if somebody asks the question.
Okay, thank you, Philippe. And I'd be interested, others, there are several people here who work probably more with capabilities than I have, but partly this was kind of nagging away at me, and then I was at a conference a few months back, and I was talking to someone who'd just been to the capabilities big conference, and she was saying how frustrated she was that she was an economist who was coming to capabilities. And she felt that that conversation wasn't taking place. She'd gone to this conference for 3-4 days and not found anyone to talk to. And it was kind of reflecting on, it's linking to my reflections. Yeah, exactly. But that I wasn't quite sure when capabilities is kind of over here and development theory of kind of more conventional development theories over here, and what the gap was, and also it kind of linked partly back to Aurora's seminar. So I'll get her to answer the question. And you were saying that you felt that you needed to bring in people like Standing and some others because it didn't seem to do some of the work around social justice and
when you mentioned work, for instance, that we have had that conversation through email. The difference that the Standing is bringing, that is also the classics, that is the difference between work and labor, is something that in the capability is not touched. So, work as any activity that every human does in this part of humanity, that he says that work should be something that we can have our own time, our own autonomy, and our own schedule. No? So we have a control about it. And labor will be more alienation, more linked to you just exchange your skills for money. So it's something that in the capability, in the writings of the capability people, they enhance work as good per se, and it's not questioned enough. If you want to talk then about BET, that is very important, because what a lot of people in a very narrow curricula of BET, then you are providing maybe labor, not work. So is that enough emphasized or not? So I see that gap, and then I had the feeling to bring other theories.
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's right.